Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. We're back on the extension build, day 2. Didn't film yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit of a stressful day. It wasn't stressful, I'll say, but I had to get my head down and just focus because we had a almost major cock up. All right, sorry, excuse my French, but we came in yesterday, so we were ready to take out the old kitchen so we can prepare to knock through the wall where we're going to open the house into the extension. Okay. So when I was doing it, I was double checking some measurements, and I realized I got one of the measurements wrong. And funny enough, I have the markings on the wall where I put the measurements, but somehow we used a different measurement. I don't know how, miscalculated, misread, or something like that. So our foundation, found out, was too high. Now, when you're not doing block and beam and you're just doing ground, if your foundation is too high, all you got to do is just dig some more, take some more soil down, bring it down. Easy job. When you got a block and beam, it's a totally different story. So yesterday we were just trying to figure out, me and Ken, what we're going to do, how we're going to solve this, the easiest way we're going to solve this. So we've come to a solution yesterday and we just cracked on with it. Okay. Today we're here to finish it off. So I'm going to show you guys what the problem was, what we did yesterday, and what we've also got left to do. We did about half of it, just over half of it yesterday. And we're going to finish the rest of it today, and we should be back on track with the job, right? So let me show you guys what it is. As you know how we do, we show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. We show you the real life of a builder and things that can go right and go wrong on a job. And also, it could help somebody if they're in a situation. How do we rectify this problem? Maybe that they've not realized or dealt with, or the builders dealt with, etc. And how can you fix it? So let's go and have a look. Right, guys. So first here we go. We started, as I said, in here, taking out all kitchen. So we're gonna take out all of the sink here. What we're gonna do is we can temporarily set up a little sink in the other side and a washing machine. Probably, or we might get away with leaving the washing machine here if we can cover and box this area up to protect it, because we've got to take this wall out. So we are pretty much taking out a little bit of that return on the right here. The top of it is actually pretty much going to be, the bottom of the window now is where the bottom of the steel is pretty much going to be. Okay, but we need to take out, I think, about 3 courses of brick above that door height here. Okay, it's quite a high door. We've got to take out this window, and we've got to take out this section of wall in between these two all the way down. We need to take this section out underneath, and then we've got to take a bit of that side off. Okay, up to where basically where that flue is, the left hand side of the flue is where our external wall is. So we've got to cut it right up to that line there. Okay, so that's what we're going to take out. It's not that bad, not that much to take out really, but we're preparing for that. So, and obviously the gas man's going to come back, or boiler man's going to come back, and he's going to move these temporary pipes that he's done, and they're going to have to go underneath the floor and come out in the right place. Okay, they need to drop down lower now that the cabinet's out of the way. But now moving attention into here. So this is the existing floor. You guys can see the floorboards. We've taken up some of the old floorboards now to get a bit more accurate measurement. So we had to measure our finished floor and our extension. When we've screeded it, we want it to become the same height as this floor, so it's like a seamless floor. Okay, there's no step down, there's no step up. That's how we wanted to do it. Obviously, it's a bit difficult measuring it when you've got this threshold in the way. You can't just put a level on the floor here and run it across when you're doing your measurement. So you've got to use different methods to trying to do it. Now, somehow I got it wrong. I don't know. Well, I did measure it right, because I found where I had made note of it, where I had made note of the measurements on the wall here, where I've got this mark, which is actually this mark should have been, it's supposed to be the top of my block and beam. Then I've got the insulation, which is here, and then I've got the screed, which is here. Okay, for some reason my block and beam ended up at the top of where the insulation is. So that essentially means I'm about 100 mil too high with my floor. Okay, so we made a cock up somewhere. So what do? We have to drop this entire floor. As you can see, it's looking a bit of a mess because we've been working on it, taking blocks up, and doing all sorts of stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you exactly what we've been doing and what we've also got left to do. We're starting to put some of it back because we did some of it yesterday. Starting to put some of the blocks back, but we've got to break some more brickwork and block work and stuff. So basically, if you look in this little section, this is the middle supporting wall. Okay, you might notice we've had to break out 100 mil out of the bottom of this block so that this beam can drop down 100 mil. Okay, here's our DPC here. We're going to use some cement and tidy this all up, make it neat. But this has got to drop down into that space. So we have to basically do the end of the beam down there, the middle of the beam here, and we still also obviously have to do that end of the beam, which you can see we've done most of these as well. So we've had to break out under the floor 100 mil underneath, get under there and break out 100 mil of each of those beams. We've got 4 more to do over there, so those are the last 4 to do. When we break them in, that can drop down. So what we've been doing is we've been basically doing the middle ones first, so that is sort of floating from that one, and then we come to this one, break that one and drop the whole beam down, and then we've got to go to that side and drop that beam down. So we haven't done any of the ones at the back here yet. We've done all the ones in the middle, and we've done most of the ones on this side. So I'll show you again. If you look over here, you can see these ones here. I'll show you guys. I have broken out, as you can see, but it's still floating in the air because we haven't broken off the ones on there for it to drop down and the ones on that side. So that's what we've got for these 4 to do here on this side, but we're just trying to put some of this side back in place so that we got some space to put things, move some things over there, and then we can come back and finish this side. And we finish that side, we've got to go over there. So bit of a bummer, 2 days kind of work to get it right. So unfortunately, yeah, 1 step back, but we're going to move 2 steps forward today. So we're going to get this all back in place. We're going to get nice and mortar all around these, make sure our DPCs are in there, mortar all them nicely, and put all our blocks back and get this whole area closed up. So what we're going to do is, because we got an inspection, which is what we were supposed to be finishing off, was getting our gravels, finishing off our gravels under there. We're going to once we get the inspection, we're going to leave a few holes open for the inspection, and once everything's inspected and we're good to go, then we can fill up those last few blocks and stuff like that. So as far as inspections and drainage, what we've done, you might notice here, we've broken out the toilet, the old toilet one. So we need to cap it down under the ground, cut it out and cap it in the ground. We have now connected to the new toilet, which you can see is running up here. It runs along inside the beam here and then runs up into the existing toilet there, basically. So we managed to do that. We've also connected in here, you might be able to see these in the little gap up there somewhere. Not sure if you can see, but we've connected the sink and all that stuff into there as well, with boss straps as well. So everything in the bathroom is all connected to that, and everything is good to go. The only thing we haven't connected, obviously, is the kitchen sink, because the kitchen sink will end up going in that corner, and we'll cut through the wall here, and there'll be a gully down below there, which will connect into our manhole. So I'm going to show you the manhole, which is connected up with our temporary lid. We've put 1 stack on it and raised it up, a riser, and that's all working nice. And that's flows into here, then it flows back out here, and then it's flowing under here, and then we have actually connected into the sewer here as well. So this is all fully done and functional, no leaks, everything's good to go. So we're gonna fill all these areas with gravels as well. So we're gonna try and do that today once we finish with this job that we've done. And once we've done that, then we are back on track. Then we take our attention to knocking this all out, knocking this whole wall out and opening it all up. Yeah guys, so that's it. We're gonna crack on. Probably gonna put this on a time lapse because we've got a lot of this to do, and we'll show you once it's all done. All right, guys, update. We are done for today. Done. We managed to accomplish our job, what we needed to do. We are short of blocks. We always knew we were short of blocks, so we got to get some more blocks in now, and can count how many are. Left a few little inspection holes open in the floor, so inspector can see if he wants to see the full length of the pipe and stuff like that. But we're pretty much done. We've dropped entire concrete floor by about 150 mil, I think it was, something like that, 130 mil or something. We dropped it all down, both sides, middle, everywhere. It's nice and level. Got the laser out, and it's all perfect. So let me show you guys what it's looking like right now. All right, guys, so here we go. So starting from here, you can see the holes of where we broke and dropped it down. And yeah, it's all sunk, so you can see we've dropped it down the middle here, and we've also dropped it down around that side. You can see where I filled up all the holes and that. It's all been dropped in. So our whole entire floor now is at the correct height. You can see where the door, the bottom of our door is. If you guys see from here, our height here, I think we have something like 185 mil or somewhere along those lines. So I think we're going to end up putting about maybe a 120 mil insulation on this, and then we got about 60 mil of screeding to do, something like that. But main thing is we are below. It doesn't matter if we're lower than I'd like to be, because you can always put thicker insulation, which is always great. Remember, building regs is always based on the minimum, so you can always put more insulation and stuff like that. So anyway, we have got it down to where we need. So happy days. The gas man's going to have to come. Obviously, he's going to have to extend these pipes, drop these lower down, which he's going to do anyway, because on this side, he's run them above the floor in the kitchen, so they needed to go down when we break the bottom of this wall out. So he's going to have to drop those down into the insulation. But otherwise, guys, that is pretty much it. 2 days trying to get this done, or a day and a half. So happy that it's done. And we are still waiting for steels guys to come back to us, but in the meantime we will get the inspector in to inspect the drains. We've put loads of gravels in there as well. You guys might have to see if you can see from here. Put loads of gravels in there, and my levels in there, I need to get that all the way down. It's kind of dark here, but let's see if you guys can see. We've got all the gravels in there. So yeah, once he's seen that and he's happy with it, all our falls are nice and good. We've just checked all of it, and Kenneth, our falls are nice. Come up to our manhole there as well, so we're going to cover that up now, and that is pretty much it. So once we do get past on that, we can cover up the last bits of holes in here, and yeah, we just block up this hole so nothing can kind of come up through here. And then we turn our attention to this back wall here. Hey guys, so that is it. Me and Kenneth are off. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Disaster averted. Hopefully that will help somebody. Make sure you guys triple check your measurements always. Otherwise you end up wasting 2 days of work and it costs you money. But you know, it's the game, it happens. So anyway, we are back on track, and we'll see you guys on the next video. So take care, and thanks for watching.